If you're a coaching group or a group of folks that bring in new clients all the time, one of the very first things that you also might want to have your new client do is create or answer a questionnaire that you've created. Think of it as an intake form. So what you can do as an admin is go to Questionnaire Manager and click on Create Questionnaire. And from here, you can literally type in whatever kind of questions that you want, and that is going to just give it that's going to give it form. So we'll just call this intake form. And my first question is, let's pretend I am in the context of a personal trainer. So in this case, my questionnaire might be something like, what is your current weight? And this is just going to be a number that we're going to ask them to do, and we're going to make that required. And then I will add another question, and what is your goal weight? Again, that's going to be a number and required. And maybe I will also ask one more question like, what is your, or how often do you work out? Let's do that. And we will give that, we'll just say text for now. We'll leave that alone. They could type in maybe like once a week or one or two or whatever, an actual number if they wanted to. And then we're just going to go ahead and create that questionnaire. So now that questionnaire is created. Now, when I created a user earlier, if you've watched the user management video, you'll notice that there was a section just like the objects and the mentors where I could have selected a questionnaire. At that point, I didn't have a questionnaire made. So what I can do now on the Manage Questionnaires area is go click on the three dots over at the very right and then go to Add to Users. And that will take me into the user management form where I can pick the users that I want to have fill out this questionnaire. So if I click on the Add button here, you'll notice the user from the bottom gets added to the top here, and now they are associated with that questionnaire. The user will get an email saying, hey, there's a new questionnaire for you to fill out, and they'll be able to go into that questionnaire to do exactly that. So if I wanted to also put this on myself to show you what it looks like, I can go ahead and do that there. And then we'll just go back to your dashboard. And again, as we have seen in previous videos, this will load the widgets that I have loaded to my dashboard. And then what you'll also see right below that is your questionnaires. So this is the area where any questionnaires that are created will show up. So as a user or as an admin, you can take a look at the questionnaires that are associated with your account. In this case, let's go ahead and complete this for me. And my student would be doing the same exact thing as well. So we'll just walk through the process of answering these particular questions. So if my current weight is 200 and my goal weight's 185 and I work out 5 times a week, then I'll just update my responses. And that's really it. So now that this questionnaire is done, I can see it's completed. I can always go view it as well. So I can view my responses. I can change my responses if things have changed and go from there. Now, as an admin, again, you have the questionnaire manager where we created this questionnaire, and you'll notice there that you can see the amount of users that have been asked to fill it out and the amount of users that have completed it. And then you can go take a look at questionnaire responses to be able to see what questionnaire, what responses or who's actually responded. Now, if you've created a mentor and they have created, their student has filled out a questionnaire, they'll be able to see something very similar to this layout too. They'll be able to take a look at the responses that their particular students have left. They won't be able to see the responses of students that aren't theirs, that aren't associated with them. It will only show their particular students' questionnaire responses. But again, as the person looking at this, I can always view it. And in this case, I'm the admin. Now this section's a little different, right? It's not my questionnaire. I'm looking at it in the context of somebody responded. Let's see what those responses are. So I can't edit the fields here when I'm looking at the responses, but I can definitely take a look at what they filled out. So now when I'm having that actual intake conversation with a client, I can see all the information that they have here and have an educated conversation with them about the next steps.